I chose the poem Annabel Lee by Edgar Allan Poe.
Why'd you choose this?
Well, I chose it because I remember the question was, what was my favorite poem? And so nothing instantly came to mind. So then I thought about what was one of the first poems I ever read. And I remember getting a book by Edgar Allan Poe in the 8th grade, and even though he's most famous for his short stories, most well known for his short stories, the first thing in the book were some of his poems. So of course, because this starts with an A, I think this is the first page in the book. So I just remember reading that when I opened up the book when I got home, and it's just a cool poem, so I've always kind of remembered this.
So is that how you came across it?
That's how I came across it. So it was like in 7th or 8th grade. I remember going to a bookstore one day after school. Maybe that makes me a nerd, and that's when I found it.
So does this relate to you in any way?
Well, if you read the poem, it's really gloomy and dreary, and it's about lost love, and it's about feeling isolated. So I'm going to go ahead and say, luckily, no, I do not relate to it, but I relate to how the genius of Poe, that he was able to create this. And his life definitely played into the creation of this. But luckily, my life is not similar to his at all.
Alright, that's good.
Okay, it was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived, whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. And this maiden she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me. I was a child and she was a child in this kingdom by the sea, but we loved with a love that was more than love, I and my Annabel Lee, with the love that the winged seraphs of heaven coveted her and me. And this was the reason that, long ago, in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud, chilling my beautiful Annabel Lee, so that her high-born kinsman came and bore her away from me, to shut her up in a sepulchre in this kingdom by the sea. The angels, not half so happy in heaven, went envying her and me. Yes, that was the reason, as all men know, in this kingdom by the sea, that the wind came out of the cloud by night, chilling and killing my Annabel Lee. But our love, it was stronger by far than the love of those who were older than we, of many far wiser than we. And neither the angels in heaven above, nor the demons down under the sea, can ever dissever my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabel Lee. For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of the beautiful Annabel Lee, and the stars never rise, but I feel the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabel Lee. And so, all the night tide, I lie down by the side of my darling, my life and my bride, in the sepulchre there by the sea, in her tomb by the sounding sea.
So, Coach, what poem have you chosen?
I've chose Robert Frost's The Road Not Taken.
Why did you choose this poem?
Because I think it's the choices we all make in life, and it kind of shows, that you can go one way or the other, and whichever road you take might not be the wrong one.
So you're saying you've had this choice come up to you before?
Quite a few times, not only in choices with school, but also choices personally and professionally with teaching. Hank, you might want to know how I came across this poem. I had to read it in school. It's been one that I've always kind of kept on my wall, and one that has really been a lot to me along the way. The road not taken. 2 roads diverge into a yellow wood, and I'm sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler long I stood, and long down one as far as I could. Look down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. And both the morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how we lead on to way. I doubt if I should ever come back. I should be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. 2 roads diverge into a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and it has made all the difference.